What's up, y'all? It's time that I decided to tap into my true nature of nerdiness. I mean, a lot of us are overthinkers and we tend to use our gift of overthinking for the wrong things. Overthinking is a gift and it is also an excessive amount of energy that we can put towards another thing of energy. So, I decided to use my overthinking to help encourage other people to use their overthinking for the correct things to overthink about. And I'm excited, I'm nervous because, of course, I've been trying to hide this part of me for a very long time. Um, Especially when you get so easily gaslighted for being an overthinker. Well, I decided to just embrace it, love it, and nurture it the best way that I possibly can because obviously it was something that was given to me for a reason. 111. So, let's go. I actually wanted to come here today with a topic that I've been overthinking for a few years. I would constantly try to go and talk to so many people about it, and they would constantly just gaslight me. You're crazy. Are you sure that's how the dream went? Oh, well, what did you do? Blah, 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 blah. It was always something that I was doing wrong because of a dream and a nightmare that I was constantly having. This goes for story time. I had left home, and it's not even home anymore. I had left my family when I was 17 years old. And ever since I left, I was constantly having these nightmares. When I first left, they were nightmares. I was constantly having these nightmares. I'm 21 years right now. Two, two, two. That just goes to show you that there's gonna be something good that comes out of listening to this video. Now, I'm 21 right now, and they're no longer nightmares. Now I'd say that they're unwanted dreams, if you understand what I mean. Um, I was constantly trying to figure out why am I having these nightmares, and I even ended up telling the family about my nightmares, and they made fun of me, they laughed at me. Oh, you think we're gonna do this? Oh, wow. Blah, blah. You're really crazy. You're really crazy. It was a lot that was going on, and it made me doubt myself. It made me doubt my dreams. It made me doubt my overthinking. It just made me doubt myself as a whole. Especially since I didn't have anybody to go to talk to about why am I having these dreams? What do they mean? Everybody just looked at me like I was crazy. 333. Let me tell you what I had actually got from overthinking in these dreams. Now, as a lot of you know, there's so many of us, and we all tend to go through the same thing at some point of our life. Excuse me. Sometimes we're given the opportunity to meet people who are going through the same thing, and sometimes we're given the opportunity to go through this by ourselves. Right now, I have the opportunity to go through this by myself. Now, for a while, I did have a clue of what it meant, but I was on drugs at the time. And being on drugs and also, having people manipulate you into how they want you to be is not a good mixture, so I just let it go. 444. And when I let everything go, I just let it come to me naturally. I've also been sober for a whole year. Yay! And with me, well, I still drink. You guys will eventually see that in the future. But with me being sober for a whole year, it's taught me that I really need to believe in myself because I'm the one that's leading me along the right path that's destined and best for me. Now let's get into this, right? If you've been having dreams about leaving your family, it has something to do with you leaving your family. And of course, I mean, it's all like, why didn't I think of that in the first place? I mean, in my nightmares and in my dreams, I'm literally leaving my family. But in the physical, I'm still here with my family. I'm still trying to build with them, but my spirit is leaving them. How does that, what? You know? So, if you've been having dreams like me, your family may have been chasing you. And that's saying that your family has been doing witchcraft. Your family has been participating, practicing in some type of practices that they're not supposed to be in. Okay? And not only have they been doing it, but they've been doing it on you. Tear. Sad, I know. You need to make a swift decision. It has to be quick. Because when you're running quickly. Look, that decision consists of you leaving. Like, that is the decision that has already been made. It is destined for you to leave your family. Don't fight against fate. Don't fight against destiny. And stay with your family because fate is going to continuously, and destiny is going to continuously make them do things that hurts you so that you can understand that you need to leave. When you're with your family, you're always watching your family, watching your own back, watching your surroundings, because you don't feel safe around your family. You don't feel safe when you're with them. And you're always on high alert. You basically sleeping with one eye open. That's not good. Because you'd expect for you to be safe, comfortable, and capable of resting when you're with your family. But that's not the case for you, especially if you've been having dreams of leaving your family. Not only is that bad for your body, but it's also bad for your soul. When you're constantly on alert, you're constantly making sure everything's right, that's messing with your root chakra. Your root chakra is the base, it's the thing, it's your foundation. If your foundation is cracked, broken, out of balance, out of whack, the rest of your chakras, the rest of your energy is going to be everywhere, out of the place. It's going to be hard for you, especially when you grow up and you don't know how to heal from the situations. The longer you stay with your family, the more you're going to have to heal. And if you're not a healer and you don't want to go to anybody to get that healing that you need, you're messing up your destiny. You're not messing it up, but you're making it longer for you to get there. You're stretching out that path. Because fate needs you to be healed. Fate needs you to be balanced in order to get to where you want to go and in order to get where has been destined for you. Your family may be chasing you, which means they're running too. You're not the only one that's running. They're running too. So not only are they going through the same downside as you're going through, rest. They have to watch their own backs. They have to do all of this stuff. They're being chased. 111. They're being chased by who knows what. They're chasing after you because they know that you're the one that's watching their back. They know that you're the one that'll take that bullet for them. They know that you're the one that'll sacrifice yourself for their safety. That's why they're chasing after you, so that you can jump in front of whatever is chasing after them, and they can continue to do what they've been doing. But your spirit, and this is why you're running away in your dreams, your spirit said, no, I'm not going to allow her to jump in front of whatever it is that you got yourself into. 1101, I'm not going to allow that. Your spirit does not consent to whatever it is that they're trying to put you into. And that's why your spirit is running 1111. They're chasing after you because your spirit no longer wants to be around them. Because your spirit has already made that decision. And that decision is you need to leave. Since you're leaving, they're following you. I'm being told to say this. I'm being guided to say this. 1147. What goes around comes around. If they're dabbling, practicing any type of witchcraft, any type of dark magic, whatever they're throwing out is coming back at them. And that could be what they wanted you to stick around for. 1212 so much, because whatever it is that they're throwing out, not only are they throwing it out onto you, but they want you to get the double whammy. 222. They want you to take that spell that they gave to you, and then when the spell comes back and hit them, they want you to jump in front of that for them too. That's why they're chasing after you, because they can't handle what it is that they've been giving out. 1234. They're following you because they think and they know that you know how to get them out of this situation, how to take that for them and still bounce back. And even if you don't bounce back, they don't care. They just want to not get hit from whatever it is that they hit you with. They want you to get them out of the situation without telling you the situation that they're in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good. That's not nice. It's kind of like bringing a person to a house and be like, oh my gosh, there's a spider. I can't kill the spider. And then the spider being as big as this poster on this wall. Like, you ain't tell me all that. I ain't sign up for this. I signed up to kill a house spider or put it outside with a cup. I did not sign up to get this big old tarantula. They're trying to put you into a situation that you don't know anything about. And then when they be like, oh, but you said that you would, blah, 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 blah. That's why your spirit is running away, because your spirit is saying, you see what I'm saying? I'm leaving. Leave me alone, because I'm not finna be in it. And they're still trying to get you to be in it for them and with them. Your family is basically a house. And a house can also be symbolized as a temple, which can also be symbolized as a body, right? Now, everybody has cells, stems. Everybody has so much within. And they all come together to work together, right? 444. You may be blessed with the Holy Spirit near you or within you. And you could be the only person in that family that has the Holy Spirit. which means you've always cleansed this family. You've always rejuvenated them. You've always refreshed them. You've always picked them up out of the slumps. You've always held everything together when everything was falling apart. 1515. You've always pointed them to the brighter side of life. Right? And not only were you doing that, you were also the scapegoat. For those of you who don't know what a scapegoat is a person that is so great, so, all I can say is great. 1551, all I can say right now is great and highly valued in your family. Secretly, that they eventually use you in harsh and rude and horrific ways so that they can feel better about themselves. They may come in and be like, you did this, not me, and then gaslight you into believing that you did it, or whoop you for something that your younger siblings did or older sibling did because you're supposed to be the responsible one. That's basically scapegoating. That is basically scapegoating. When somebody puts so much on you, yet while pointing out the good things about you, and then adding on negative things to it, and just treating you wrong. Punishing, disciplining, whatever it is. And they do that so that they can feel better about themselves. For example, you're one of the older siblings, and the younger siblings do something without you knowing. And you're already the scapegoat. So your parent comes in, why are they doing this? And you're like, I didn't know. Your parent told you not to act like a parent and to mind your own business, so you do that. But when they do something together without you knowing, and then the parent starts to feel bad about letting their children do that, then they go and start to antagonize you and blame everything on you. You're supposed to be the big sibling. You're supposed to be taking care of them. You're supposed to be making sure that they're not getting into anything that they're not supposed to be getting into. And it's all like, but I didn't know that they were getting into any of this. And you don't know that the parent knows that they got into that because the parent gave them permission. And so they scapegoat you. Because that's how they can take stress off of themselves temporarily. 1818. It's only a temporary release. And they use you for their temporary freedom. And then they did it again eventually. And since you were still there, you were always their temporary release. Which is another reason why you may be getting chased in your dreams, because your spirit is no longer allowing that temporary release to be on you. Your spirit is letting their spirits know, I no longer give consent to what it is that you've been doing. And they're chasing you because they're trying to force consent upon you, from you. Now your body has to align to what your spirit is saying. Now your body has to align to what your spirit is saying. Yes, you do need to leave your family alone physically, because your family knows that you're meant for greatness. And they're using what you have to offer the world for their own release from what they're doing. Your family wants to gain riches. And no, they cannot sit here and lie to you and say, I don't want riches. I just want a happy family. In order to have a happy family, the bills need to be paid, right? Family activities need to be done, right? In order for family activities to be done, you want to look nice, right? None of that is cheap. Your family wants riches. And instead of allowing you to get out there in the world and get the riches in a godly, divine way that you've been blessed to do, they instead went out in the world themselves and attempted to get the riches in a dark way and kept you hidden. For what reasons, I can't say because it's different for everybody. They decided to use what you had to offer the world for their own. They looked at you like you were the world. 2-1-11. They looked at you like you were the world. And it seems that they didn't want to give the world the world. They wanted to keep the world to themselves. If you are leaving your family in a dream while you're taking something away from your family, that means that Spirit is about to show you their intentions, their hidden actions, all of that. Spirit is about to show you something. So I recommend you start preparing. You give extra love to yourself. Take some days off if you know that you're not going to be able to handle it. 222, and just take it a little slowly. Take it a little slowly. And give extra love to yourself in your time of need, because not many people will be willing to understand or care, or they may not be able to understand or care. 222. So you have to make sure that you do that for yourself. In your dream, if you were running into other people while leaving your family alone, that means these people are willing to help you, as long as you're willing to help them with something more. 2244. Like, it's crazy. In my dream, this dude was like, we'll help you get away, but we're gonna need an arm, a leg, and an eye, and maybe even some of your tongue. And I woke up like, what? How are you gonna help me get away when I'm already away? So Spirit didn't ask any of them people for help. They insisted on helping you. 2323. And without you asking them for help and then them asking for something in return from you, 333, something isn't matching there. And here's why. Not only does your family value your energy in a very weird way, and that's why they try to keep you to themselves, but other people do also. Because your family eventually realized that their spells are no longer hurting you, and when you jump in front of their boomerang attack, that's no longer hurting you neither. So they eventually started to ask for help from the outside world. And when they got a hold of your energy and the capabilities that you're capable of, the possibilities that you're capable of, they started trying to get you for themselves also. 2424. They were willing to help you escape from your family so that they can hold you for themselves. They want to use you just like your family was using you. Especially if these people are just sitting outside of your house or next door, because trust and believe, they know what's going on inside of your house, especially since your family invited them in. If these people were doing spell work on you, and they got a taste of your energy and they liked it that much that they were willing to come and help you, they were doing spell work on your family also. They had no intention of helping you until they got a taste of your energy and they became obsessed with your energy. Like they already knew what you were going through. If you were going through abuse, if you're going through anything, they already knew. They just didn't care because they didn't see anything valuable within you at the moment until they started getting more and more and more of your energy. Then they realized, and then they started realizing, yo, she's going through this and she's feeling like this. What? You know? So, yeah. Even when you were at your lowest, your energy was still vibrating extremely high. 555. If you're walking away in your dream, like you're not running, you're just walking, it means that your spirit is like, oh, you know what? I came here to check on you to make sure you were doing good, or, you know, I don't even know what I'm doing here, but I can tell that you're about to try to do some type of spell work again. 2626. And your spirit said, I'm not here to protect you. I am not here to protect you. I came here to check on you, see if you're doing good, see if there's anything that I can help you with. You need a break from the kids, I'll help you get that break from the kids. But instead, I came back and you started trying to do spell work on me again. You started trying to hurt me again. After you said you wouldn't. Oh, I'm out. I am out. Your spirit is literally walking away. And not only is your spirit walking away, your body is no longer in communication with them, and that's why your spirit is walking away. Because now you guys have aligned. So now your spirit has upgraded 2727 into doing the next best thing for you. You're done with them in general. Like you're no longer going to be coming back to them. Like you no longer have them in your future. They are no longer in your future. You know, when you walk away from something, like you're done, you've had all the closure you need, you've said everything you had to say, you've done everything you had to done, and now you're just walking away from them. You know how in the like movies and in the relationships they be like, you're just gonna walk away from me, and they just literally keep walking, like they don't say anything, and they never come back, they just upgrade. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. Now you're getting either a new book or a new chapter. Whichever one it is, they're no longer in it because you walked away from them. They can no longer chase after you because you're no longer running. You're walking away from them. If they chase after you, they're going to get caught because you're not running, you're walking. Which means they're going to be walking too. Which means whatever is chasing them is going to be running and coming at them full speed. And it's not going to hit you. It's going to get them. You're not bringing anything from them into this new chapter for you. You're leaving all of that behind. If you're having dreams in like a familiar surrounding, like in a home that you used to live in when you were younger, that's because that's where a lot of growth had happened, or stunted growth, or damage, secrets, plans was done against you. And your spirit is getting stronger. The more you leave your family, the stronger your spirit is going to become, because eventually you will align with your spirit. Your body will align with your spirit. And once your body aligns with your spirit is going to have more room to grow and do the next best thing for you. Unfortunately, family isn't always the best people in our lives. Sometimes we weren't given the opportunity to have families in our life. Though in the end, that just makes us stronger. because you had to do all of this all on your own. You're no longer allowing things to happen, especially if you never consented. You are now walking away from the things that are not in the best interest for you, because you and even they know that you are in the best interest for them and for yourself also. And that is why they chase you. That is why they keep bringing you up in almost everything and anything they do, because of how they view you. They view you like a fat kid views cake. They view you like a vegetarian views vegetables. Alright? Like, you have done nothing wrong by having these dreams. You have done nothing wrong by walking away. And if you're watching this video, that means that you are on the right path and you're wanting to choose the right thing, the right decision in life to be able to accept this fact. I stayed for 2 whole years. I actually just recently got out of contact with them. This is the longest I've not spoken to them or reached out to them. 7 months. 7 months. And when I tell you that the witchcraft had actually leaked from the family group to out in the streets, I'm surrounded by people who get in contact with my family, 3131, and still do witchcraft against me. And that's because I chose to stay in contact with my family for all of these years. The good news is that this is only temporarily. I don't know how to do any cleansing spells. I don't know how to do any cord cutting. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't work on magic. I don't do that. I don't know how to do it. Since I do know it's real, I put everything in God's hands. Since I do know I'm this strong and it's taking a whole community, 222, to go against me plus some, once I do start working on magic, cord cutting, all of this stuff, I know I'm going to be very powerful. Because especially since I do it with love, I don't do it to harm anybody. I'm no longer stepping in front of anybody's karma. I'm no longer taking karma for anybody else. They need to take this karma for themselves. Because there's 2 rules that I know about magic. Rule number 1, 333. Don't do anything harmful to a person that has not done anything harmful to you. And rule number 2, whatever you dish out will come back to you. I haven't done anything harmful to anybody who's ever done any spell work on me. So I know that's going to be extra karma. And for 2, they have to get back whatever it is that they've been giving out. 33. So that's going to be karma on top of karma. For 3, I'm highly protected. That's the only reason I'm still able to walk, smile, and give to so many people, with knowing that people are doing spell work on me, and with knowing that people are still in contact with my family, and with knowing that they're using the abuse that I went through as spell work against me to strike fear into me. And then again, that goes back to that root chakra. If you don't know how to heal, and you don't want to get that healing, and you still in contact with your family, it's going to be hard. Because if I didn't cut them off this year and get this root chakra in check, I'd be in trouble right now. I'd be in big trouble. What type of spell work they're doing, I don't know. I haven't wanted to get into it for many, many reasons. But I'm pretty sure I should start writing a book. And a hint that gave me the biggest reason in my life to not stay in contact with my family was because every time I'd get on the phone with them, I'd start to feel like I was getting stabbed. You guys are making the right decision. Everybody and their mama always knew that you'd be great, including your mama, including your daddy. They always knew you'd be great. Unfortunately, you gotta cut your family off to become great. Not greater. You gotta work hard to become greater, but you gotta cut your family off to become great. If you've been having dreams about leaving your family, this is the reason right here. I hope y'all enjoyed this little overthinking thought thing. And I'd love to see you for my next video.